I'm Mo Rocca, and I'm excited to announce Season 4 of my podcast, Mobituaries. I've got a whole new bunch of stories to share with you about the most fascinating people and things who are no longer with us. From famous figures who died on the very same day, to the things I wish would die, like buffets. All that and much more. Listen to Mobituaries with Mo Rocca wherever you get your podcasts.
Happy New Year. Happy house, happy you. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Decorating Tips and Tricks. I am Kelly Wilkness, and I am here with Anita Joyce. Today, we're going to talk about simple tricks to make your home happier. Everybody deserves to be happier.
They do, and these are so fun. And, it really is amazing how you can do something small, some small little tweak that really makes your day happier, really makes your life happier. I cannot tell you how straightening the drawers in my kitchen have made me so happy.
It is a small thing.
It really is.
True.
It really is.
No, you open it up and you're like, oh, that looks beautiful.
I know what's in here. And when
Yeah.
people ask me for things, I smile and say, I know where that is. Whereas
Oh, that's
before
so
I said,
funny.
I don't know, go figure it out yourself because I have no idea.
Well, let me tell you, when I was at your house, I would have thought that your drawers were all nice and straight inside because your house looks fantastic from what you see when you walk in. But now you've conquered your drawers.
One of my first tips for being happier in your home is to use a diffuser for your essential oils in your home. I know the one that I use a lot is lavender oil. But I also like a grapefruit oils that smells really wonderful. And I think there's another one that some of the lemon and orange ones smell really wonderful. And the Thieves has a nice kind of winter smell. It's got the cinnamon and cloves, I think, in there. Yeah. So I think that's
now, is
just
the
something.
Thieves, that's from
Young Living, right?
Young Living, right?
Mhm,
Yes,
mhm.
they really make beautiful oils, and they have beautiful diffusers. They have all those the lovely packaging. Everything is really nice about what they produce. Is that where you get yours from?
Yes, because I know you like candles, and I think if they're used essential oils, if they're beeswax or soy wax, I think you're good to go. But some of the candles do have some pretty toxic scents in them. So be really careful if you're going to burn a candle that you're not adding toxins to the air that you're breathing.
Yeah, I lit something up the other day that someone had given a long time ago, and it wasn't really a scent that I loved anyway. I like more a cleaner type of scent, but I just felt like having a candle, and I thought, oh, let me just check this out. It was such a dirty burn. Did anyone ever experience that with a candle?
Yeah,
It was smoky.
Well, part of that is the wick height. You want to make sure your wick's not too tall. That'll smoke if it's too tall.
Okay, no, it wasn't that. It was just dirty smoke.
Oh,
Yuck.
yeah.
Yeah, that would not make you happy.
That's a sign, yeah.
But I do love a lovely candle.
Now, the next suggestion we have for making your home happier is to get rid of clutter. But I don't want to spend a lot of time on this because we have a whole episode about that. And so we'll link to that episode. But, that's something that can add a lot of stress if you have a lot of clutter in your house. And it's not just about getting rid of things that need to be thrown out or tossed away, but get rid of those extra things. If you have 10 of something, if you just need 2, then think about giving those extra things like towels to somebody else. Or I found out I had too many vacuums, so I gave some of the extra ones away.
Oh my goodness.
I have a couple of stick vacuums, a little stick vacuum that's rechargeable, and it's got the handheld vac that you can take off. And just use that.
That is really nice, but I like to have with the brush, and I like to do all the moldings.
All righty.
Getting all the crevices, because I really like my baseboards to be clean.
All right.
And I'm sure yours are clean. I like to do mine.
But I didn't do it because I can't stand doing that.
I get to live with the satisfaction of doing my own molding. I'm not sure that I might trade that in for some other satisfaction. But
I just can't. That would make me so unhappy if I had to be the one to do that. It is worth every penny to pay someone who is professional to do that.
Professional, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, it actually does make me happy to clean a room and get and have it all tidy. It really does give me some good satisfaction. So I don't know if I'm an odd bird, but if other people feel that way, you know the feeling. It's a good one.
Some people do like to clean. That's good.
Putting something pretty by your front door when you're coming in and out.
Good idea.
January, it might be really, really cold someplace. Who knows? You could live in a place where you could have a container garden all year round. But either way, even if it's super cold, you could even do an urn with some branches in it. You could do something really cute and whimsical. You could even get tiny little mittens or something and hanging from them. You could, because you don't want to go too Christmassy now and holiday-ish. So, I'd stay away from the greenery and stuff. Or maybe you get some faux flowers, that's faux greenery, and you kind of stick them in at the base, and then you have the raw branches coming out. That could be really pretty. A new doormat, something pretty by your entryway. How about a lantern with one of those candles that can be on a battery or something like that? Something to welcome you home.
Oh, I like that. And something new I've been doing is making my bed every day. I'd kind of gotten in the bad habit of just go, 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 go. And I didn't have time to do anything. And that was one of the things that went by the wayside. But I have kind of 3 new rules now. Well, really 4. But one is,
I got my pen. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I did all the decluttering and everything. So
Yeah.
now there's room in my files. So when I get the mail, as I'm carrying the things into my office, I don't just set them on the desk. They actually go in the file.
Okay.
So that's the one thing I do. The second thing is laundry. When it comes out of the dryer, it gets put up. That's new. But the third thing, the third thing I'm going to say is keeping my inbox under 50 in the inbox, which is a huge job. But I've been doing that. And then the last thing is making my bed. And it's been making me happy.
I think that was more than 3. I don't know.
Well, that's 4. Well, I 4. When I added the email inbox, it was 4. But really, these are my 4 goals every day. And if I hit all of those, see, I mean, but the bed, it's been very nice walking past the bedroom.
No, it makes a difference. And I do give myself a little pat on the back when I do it.
But I think the problem is if it's too complicated, then you're just thinking, I just can't even do this.
Right.
And, back in the, ancient days, we used to have 50 pillows on. I don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
And now it's not a big deal. Now I don't have to find a place for all of the pillows. And it's not a big deal to make the bed. I just have a few pillows that go on there. And, my long bolster pillow, which I adore, that is just the creme de la creme that goes on my bed.
Yeah.
But it's just, I don't have a lot of pillows though. So that makes it much, much easier and doable.
Good job. Good
Yeah.
you, Anita.
I'm trying.
No, it does. Those little things do make you happier. It goes without saying, but adding some fresh flowers. I just buy flowers.
Good for you.
I always do for years now, but I didn't always do that. But now I do. It's just part of what I do. And so sometimes it's $4 or $6, but it makes such a difference in how I feel when I see them. Perks up the room. It's just lovely. And even if it's just greens from your garden, you are all worth it. So I definitely suggest that you do that as well. Just put it, it's like a staple. Bread, milk,
absolutely.
flowers, gluten-free bread.
That's right.
Milk, flowers.
I think a lot of us bloggers started buying fresh flowers on a regular basis for our blogs.
Right.
But
That was a good reason. Yeah.
Right. But now it's something that I do for myself. I do use them for my blog as well. But it is such a nice thing. I realized at some point what a luxury item that feels like. But I didn't spend a lot because I got them at Trader Joe's. And, but yeah, in fact, Kevin had bought some flowers. They had to buy some flowers for somebody at his office. And he said, oh my goodness. He said it was $60. And he said, it doesn't look as good as what you buy for $5 at Trader Joe's.
Isn't it the truth?
Yeah, I know. And I
Yeah.
said, well, you paid for delivery for one thing. And
It does get to me though when I send flowers. My mother-in-law loves to get arrangements. And so we do send her flowers because she really enjoys them. And she lives far away from me and I can't drive something over there. But it does really get to me, the price of them. But fresh flowers, it takes time. They have to deliver them. So I guess it is worth it. But it is definitely worth it to throw a bouquet or 2 into your shopping cart and add that to your home.
Yeah. And another thing that I'm thinking about that really makes me happy is artwork that I love. And this is something it took me a while to learn this because, at some point when you're first starting out, you're buying artwork because it's the right color, it's the right size. Wait a minute, I need this size, I need this color, boom. It's the right color, it's the right size, but then you don't really like it.
Yeah.
It just met your criteria. You checked off a list, but it's not something that speaks to you. So I think that's something that, you really want to be careful about the artwork you buy. It can be expensive, but why even bother unless it's something that just really makes you happy when you look at it? And there's some artwork I have had for a long, long time that I still smile at every time I see. So really think about that and make sure it's something that's meaningful to you.
We get emails about that a lot. So I think that we are right in sensing that people really struggle with purchasing artwork because art sounds like, such an expensive investment type of piece. But art can be just about anything. Art is what makes you happy. It can be maybe a photograph that you took that you blew up, or something that your kids did, or could be something that you find at Home Goods. But if you're just going to places like that, and exactly what Andy's saying, being like, well, I need something with some gray and maybe some pink, and I need it to be this size, and it's not going to move you. It's got to move you. Art isn't equated with expensive necessarily.
I would rather see something that just really makes me happy in the space rather than something that was just exactly right for it. If you buy stuff that you really like, you'll find a spot for it, I think.
Oh, for sure.
There's a lot of ugly artwork out there.
Yeah.
If you go to the inexpensive places, they're full of, and we know from when we worked on Texas Flip and Move, we had a small budget and we had to go find some artwork.
And that was like our last thing. We had to get something.
You and I were just going, no,
right?
no.
We ended up with that bird. That bird was pretty good.
Yeah, the bird was great. We both liked that one. Mm-hmm.
But it took a lot of hours.
Right. And we're not talking about buying, you don't have to buy original oil paintings or, we're not talking about buying something super, like you said, that's super expensive. It could be anything. I mean, I love architectural prints, and I have one of the Petit Trianon from Paris or from Versailles. And it's just a really cool drawing.
Yeah. Go on Etsy, go to Minted, find people doing art that moves you. If you're doing it on Etsy and you're probably supporting a small artist somewhere, then they can keep up their creative endeavors. And that also would make you happy.
And I think I mentioned the latest artwork I bought were vintage style travel posters, and they were reproductions. So super inexpensive. Mm-hmm. And then I just bought some inexpensive frames for them. So really inexpensive art, but nice and big and splashy.
Hey, we'll be right back with the rest of the show, but keep listening so we can continue bringing you DTT. Pesto pork chops over Parmesan polenta. Not that easy to say, but oh so easy to make with Green Chef. Green Chef is the #1 meal kit company for eating well, and we have such a great deal for you. You're going to save $250. Listen on for the details on that. Green Chef makes eating well easy for any lifestyle, whether you're keto, paleo, vegan, vegetarian, gluten-free, or just looking to eat more balanced meals. We're getting into the busy holiday season, so it's a perfect time to have Green Chef help you out. Let Green Chef take the work out of eating clean this holiday season with their chef-crafted, nutritionist-approved recipes featuring fresh ingredients and nothing artificial. And you know what? You don't have to lose track of your healthy eating habits during the holidays. Every Green Chef customer gets a free session with their registered dietitians who will walk you through how to make clean eating work for you. So sign up for your free session and start on the road towards better health today. And that deal I want to tell you about, visit greenchef.com/DTT250 and use the code DTT250 for $250 off your order. So that's greenchef.com/DTT250 and use the code DTT250 for $250 off your order. Inevitably, with the new year come wellness goals. One very effective and easy to reach goal is to add Dose to your wellness regime. Dose is expertly formulated organic wellness shots that support your liver in one delicious drink. Formulated with ingredients clinically shown to support liver health. Potent turmeric, milk thistle, and ginger. There's 0 sugar and 0 calories. Did you know that your liver performs over 500 special functions? Since I learned all that my liver is doing, I started with Dose to support all those vital functions. I take a shot of refreshing Dose 2 times per week to combat everyday toxins from food, meds, alcohol, and unhealthy air.
Since starting with Dose about a month ago, I am definitely feeling an overall improvement in my health. So if you want to give Dose a shot and invest in your health like I have, Dose is offering DTT listeners 15% off your first order, plus an additional 15% off if you subscribe for a monthly delivery. That's 30% off your first order. So go to dosedaily.co/DTT and use the code DTT. That's dosedaily.co.co/DTT and use the code DTT.
This is something that when I do it, I'm so happy I've done it, but I don't think of it all the time. Putting some music on in your house. It's not appropriate for all the time if you're doing some work or other people are there and you don't want to be disturbing them. But there's lots of times you find yourself doing a task that you could have some background sound that you might really enjoy. I think for me, it just doesn't dawn on me as much. If I'm cooking in the kitchen on a Sunday, I'll think, oh, now I'm cooking in the kitchen on a Sunday. Let me put some music on or something. But on a regular Thursday, if I'm just doing something or I'm folding laundry or something like that, why not? We could have Echoes and Alexas and all other types of devices to provide us with the sound. Why not use them?
If you're listening to this, you're probably a podcast listener. Kelly and I just love podcasts. So I listen to podcasts a lot. I love to be learning while I'm doing things. And really that is my preferred thing to listen to most of the time. But it is nice to be listening to music. And I have to remind myself sometimes, wait a minute, let's listen to some music for a change.
Yeah. And it can change your mood instantly.
Yeah. So I
find myself dancing around the kitchen a little bit, and then my daughter will come down and then we're making dinner and it's fun.
So I have another tip about how to be happier, and that is use your good stuff.
Yeah.
Whatever. And I'm not specific. I'm not even talking about something specific, but whatever that good stuff is, use your nice towels. Those towels you set aside for guests, use them for yourself. How about the nice china or nice dishes you have? Take your tea in the morning with your prettiest china teacup or the prettiest teacup you have. You have some silver spoons. Get a silver spoon out for your tea. I do this every morning. It makes me so happy and it sets a nice tone for the day. And I just feel pampered, even though I got my own tea. Nobody brought it to me, but I served it to myself.
Good
but
luck,
I did have that nice silver teaspoon and the pretty cup that I served it in. And that just is a nice way to, and again, use the nice sheets, use the nice towels, use the nice dishes.
Every day is a special day. Don't save that.
Well, and that was the thing. I got rid of all the icky towels. So all we have are the nice ones. But the beauty of it is, you don't need all this extra stuff. You just need a few of the nice things. You don't need all. I mean, think about what you would have if you had a house a third of the size, and just keep those nice things and use them.
Yeah. Well, I think that is actually a little bit of a form of self-care, because we're all so busy and we're all running around, and just to take the time to, it's not even pampering yourself. It's just like treating yourself like you treat someone else. You wouldn't give a guest an old towel that has torn edge and a hole in it and maybe some bleach stain on it or something. You wouldn't do that. So
No.
Treat yourself like you would treat
Although
a
I
guest.
found some like that in my house.
No, everybody's got those, right? And they
Mm-hmm.
should be maybe for washing the car or cleaning the dog or something like that.
But you
So-
only need a few. You don't need a room full of
No,
them.
you don't need a room full of those. So doing these things, you don't think, oh, I'm just going out of the way, pampering myself. It really isn't. It's just a way to make yourself happy and take care of yourself, because you deserve that. So taking it up a notch with your silver spoon and your china teacup, or whatever the equivalent is for you, is a really great way to go through each day, because each little point in time throughout the day where you can make yourself a little happier, it's just going to make you have overall better spirits. It'll going to make you a better worker, a better wife, a better friend, a better mom, a better daughter, a better whatever, because you're going to be happier. And it's so easy, and you deserve it.
Yeah, that sounds right. I hope that we offered you some ideas to help make your home a little happier.
And be sure to enter our giveaway celebrating the 500th episode by giving one of you a free consult with Anita and I. All you need to do is leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. There's instructions in the show notes on how to do that. We'll announce the winner on January 12th using your Apple Podcast handle. Thanks in advance for that, and good luck. I'm excited for our DTT Defines today. Anita, what is it?
It is campaign furniture. This is a term that applies to a particular type of furniture. And when we think of the word campaign, we think of a politician running for office. But that's not what we're talking about today. Back 100 years ago, when they talked about a campaign, they were often talking about a military campaign or a war. And these soldiers, these were the commanders, the people in charge of the army, the officers. They were the people with money. They were used to living in a very nice house, mansion, whatever, somewhere, a chateau or something. And this was back in the day when they had to bring their own furniture. So they would bring their own furniture, but it needed to be portable. It needed to be folded up and carried, I'm sure, by somebody else. But it needed to be packable, movable. And so that type of furniture was called campaign furniture. It was stuff that you could fold up and, for example, I saw one piece of campaign furniture that was a desk, but really it looked like a suitcase that you opened up and you put it on one of those folding, those luggage racks. That's what was underneath it. Mm-hmm. So, that looks very like something you could easily move from location to location. So that is campaign furniture. It's a particular design of furniture, and it's kind of these are some fun pieces to have in your house. And this particular design, I would say, goes very well with, it's a very masculine look. And it's a nice look to add to a room.
I'm picturing those old Ralph Lauren safari ads with the furniture
tent
out on the tent and things,
yes.
Like a desk like that you could fold
yes.
open, and those little stools that kind of, they almost look like little luggage racks themselves, those little stools that you could sit on. It's something like that?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. They weren't going to be, that's right. That's when you didn't bring a plastic chair.
No. And someone definitely carried all that stuff for them. I remember that campaign. I was probably in, elementary school, junior high or something. And I just remember being whisked away every time I saw that. And I wanted that perfume so badly. Just spray it all over my room as if I was going to transform it into that.
You were going to open your eyes and you were going to be,
yes.
I'd be
on
the safari.
I think a cheetah just went by. Yes, exactly. Wow. That's lovely. That was a good memory. Okay. BritBox just keeps getting better. The new Archie is amazing. And it's not the comics. It's about Cary Grant. Archie is the brand new limited series starring Jason Isaacs as Archie Leach, the man who became Cary Grant. From the award-winning screenwriter of Philomena, Archie tells Grant's born in Britain, made in Hollywood story, the dramatic grit to glamour transformation that led him to become one of the most famous people in the world. You are going to absolutely love the acting, but also the styling, the outfits, the scenery. It's the first time his story has been told in collaboration with his daughter Jennifer Grant and ex-wife Diane Cannon. The performances from Jason Isaacs and the rest of the cast are amazing, and it's only available on BritBox. So sign up for BritBox today to stream Archie and other fan favorites from any device. And we have a special limited time offer for our U.S. and Canadian listeners. Get 50% off. Yes, that's 50% off your first month when you sign up for a monthly plan. But only if you go to BritBox.com and use our promotion code DTT at checkout. You're going to love Archie. So head over right now and get 50% off your first month of BritBox. Use the promotion code DTT at BritBox.com. Go ahead, clean out your closet, then head straight to Quince. I love every item Quince offers, from wardrobe to decor, and I can really recommend their Ultra Stretch Super Wide Leg Pant at $49.90. The price is unbeatable, and the look is so flattering. It keeps you in on top and flares out of the bottom. Everything feels right with Quince. The price, the quality, and the sustainability. Quince offers a range of luxury wardrobe and home goods at prices within reach. And like Quince's clothing, their home goods are priced 50 to 80% less than similar brands. Quince only works with factories that use safe, ethical, and responsible manufacturing practices, along with premium fabrics and finishes. Once you've cleaned out your closet and refreshed with Quince, you can also add something to your home decor. So give your wardrobe and your home the refresh it needs with Quince. Go to quince.com/DTT to get free shipping and 365-day returns on your next order. That's Quince, QUINCE.com/DTT for free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/DTT. And let me know how you love those pants.
What's your crush?
My crush is not a food item this time.
Oh, shaking it up.
See, I'm trying. I'm working on it. It's a show on Acorn TV called Madame Blanche. Have you seen that one?
No. They have so many good shows on Acorn. I didn't get to that one.
So we're really enjoying this one. And some of these shows set in France are in French, and they have the subtitles. So it just kind of depends on what kind of mood I'm in if I want to read subtitles. This one's in English, so that was a plus. But it's about Jean, who's an antique dealer in England, and her husband's been living in France and helping her with the business. So he dies in a car accident in France, and so then she goes to find out what's happened, and then she realizes that there's some foul play going on, and so she's beginning to suspect that he was murdered, which it does look like he was. And then she finds out that he has left her penniless, except for this little cottage that they owned. So she kind of goes down there to sell the place, and then she discovers that her husband was having an affair, and that he had bought...
this guy really is a stinker.
Yeah, and then he had bought this very valuable ring and he was bringing it back. And then it was in the car with him when he died, the box that had the ring in it. But then when he died, the ring wasn't in the car anymore. But there's so there's something going on. Yeah, it's very interesting. So I'm really enjoying it. There's lots of mysteries here. So
yes,
I think you'd enjoy it.
I think I will too. Awesome. Okay, well, I'll definitely have the link to that in the show notes. Mine is a cashmere throw from Garnet Hill. Now, I got this cashmere throw. It's ribbed. It's gorgeous. And I keep finding it in other people's rooms because everybody wants to be under this.
Oh, in your house.
Yeah.
It's like my snow leopard throw. Yeah, we fight over it.
It keeps they're fighting over it. Or someone will wrap one of the dogs in it. I'm like, hey. That's not a dog blanket. Yeah.
That doesn't sound like something that would go well with dog claws.
No. So I found it in a bedroom. I found it in somebody's when they were doing some final exam. They were wrapped in it because they were doing it online. It's been all over the house. So it's not inexpensive. I'm not going to get more than one. I treated myself to this, and I thought it was going to be where I put it, but that's how good it is. And I have actually washed it once, and it doesn't pill because sometimes cashmere, not all cashmere is created equal. So it's absolutely beautiful. It's a little bit higher price than I would normally pay for a throw, but it's an investment piece. So if you're interested in adding an investment piece and one that won't pill, I would definitely check out this cashmere throw from Garnet Hill. So I'll have the link to it in the show notes.
Well, you better be careful because I predict someday you're going to go looking for it and it's not going to be in your house anymore.
Oh, exactly. It's with somebody someplace else. No.
Yes, someone will abscond with it. And
abscond with it. And then I'll have my own mystery on my hands.
Yeah, but I think it'll be pretty easy to figure out who took it.
There are, probably
just two suspects.
Yeah, two. That's it. Not even three suspects now.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, no. Yes, we have similar things that go on at our house. So, yeah, I know the drill. Oh, this was so fun hanging out with you. Thanks so much. Then remember, we're here to inspire you to create a beautiful home. Until next time.
Want to talk to us? Well, we really want to talk to you. So let's schedule a design consult. Anita and I are here to give you individualized, actionable advice on how to create the beautiful home you want and deserve. It's so easy to schedule a design consult with us. Simply click the link in the show notes or head to decoratingtipsandtricks.com/consult. When we talk to you on the scheduled time, we will be ready with so many great tips, advice, and yes, tricks. So sign up today for a design consult. We can't wait to talk to you.